Okay. This is the third transformation we need to look at, and your last of your isometries. This one is called a translation. Okay. In other words, this is your slide. Okay. So all I do is I take an object and I slide it up, or I slide it to the right, or to the left, or diagonal, or down. Okay.
I thought you were dancing.
She said all around.
Slide to the left.
Hey.
Slide to the right.
Hey. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Okay. So, translation is called a slide. So, a translation.
Shut up.
Okay. A translation moves every point of a figure the same distance in the same direction. Okay. So, if one point goes up and to the right, every point on your object goes up and to the right. Okay. A translation is an isometry, which means it remains same shape, same size. That's what he just said.
She really knows Spanish.
I know some. I took 3 years in high school and a semester.
Oh,
in
3
college.
years?
Hey, I'm gonna start speaking Spanish in here, you dig?
No.
I can do some basics.
Come on, Aces.
I would not say I'm fluent.
She feels bad. No, this is a bad tape fail.
Okay.
She was in Spanish too, right?
Back up here, Tehran. All right. Translations in the coordinate plane. What this looks like as a mapping is I would do X, and I would either add or subtract some number. Okay. This is how you would move either left or right. If I have X plus, that means my object moves to the right. It's positive in the X direction. If I have X minus, it moves to the left. It moves in the negative direction. The number that I give you tells you how many spaces. Okay, to move up and down, you would have Y plus or minus some number. So if you see Y plus, it's moving up, positive in the Y direction. And if you see Y minus, that means we're moving down in the Y direction. I do apologize. This cough just will not go away. Other than that, I feel fine.
You got any calls?
I've been eating cough drops like candy. So, when I do a translation, each point shifts a number of units horizontally and a number of units vertically. The pre-image of the translation is the original figure prior to the translation. Okay. Your pre-image is still your original figure, which means your image is your new figure. Okay. They want us to graph the image under the translation x comma y, x plus 3, y minus 6. So if I'm doing x plus 3, which direction am I moving? Right. To the right by 3. So this tells me each one of my points is moving to the right by 3. Y minus 6 tells me down by 6. So to find my new coordinates, you can literally go to the picture. So A is at -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, +1. So this is A. Okay. So I can literally from A count, here's 1, 2, 3 to the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. Here's A prime. What is that point? -1, -5. Watch what I can do algebraically instead. Okay, it says x plus 3. So what happens if I take -4 plus 3? You get -1.
It's right there.
What if I take 1 and I subtract 6?
Yo, that's crazy.
Is it really?
It is.
It works every time. So you take your x and you add or subtract what you need to. You take your y, add or subtract what you need to. So to get b, I would add 3 to -2.
And you get negative. You get
+1.
And you get -2.
Here you subtract 6, and yes, you get -2. Okay? Again, if that doesn't work for you, you can always start at B. 1, 2. Is that B? No. Sorry, B's up here. My bad. Go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here is B prime. So C. +4 and -4. Not bad. He just wanted to correct me on something. D. Where is D at? Where do I find my new D? Where's my D prime? 1, -9. Again, add 3 to 2, and that gives me 1. Subtract 6 from -3, that gives me -9. There's my new figure under my translation. Questions? Okay, if you flip to page 34, on page 34, we're going to glue in this piece, but we need to fold it first. Okay, so grab this piece. You're going to take it, and right along this y-axis over here, I want you to fold it. So it looks like this right now. So you're folding that back along that y-axis.
Wait, hold on.
Should we skip a page?
Let's skip a page.
No,
So the one we just did.
33 should be what we just did.
Let's go.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. That translation page we just did will go in on 33.
Oh, well, look at it.
Once you fold that back, I want you to then bring it forward and fold it so it goes right against that y-axis.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay. This is where everybody should start. Fold it back at the y-axis. Okay, so you're going to take your big piece and you're going to fold this part backwards. So it looks like this. Okay. Then you're going to take that and fold it and line it up against this y-axis so it makes a big quadrant.
I don't know why am I doing this if I don't have my stuff. Miss Smith, I'm really over here fat. Miss Smith, I'm really over here fat. No, I'm gonna set me a reminder right now so when I get home.
Okay, once you fold it all, glue it down so this opens like this. Why? Fold it back so it looks like this. Back so it looks like this. And then fold this over so that
Right.
if you've got this and the people around you are confused, please help them out.
I got it.
Yeah, you want
He was crashing.
You know what?
Okay. Is there a reason we can't follow directions without going absolutely crazy?
I didn't even realize that he had.
Okay, shut up.
Okay, I can't give directions because you all won't keep your mouths shut. That is enough. When it is my time to teach, you need to stay silent. I give directions as you guys are working on things. No one can hear me when you're louder than I am. And I refuse to scream over top of you. Okay? Guys, do you have a question? You good?
Can you go to the other page so I can see how you got those?
What, you want to just glue this all in at once?
Yeah.
There you go.
You want to put it over there so
Nothing matters.
I want you to have that visual of translation of the sky. Don't forget, tomorrow is Safe Dating Awareness Day. Wear orange.
Oh, you got some orange. Ma'am, Miss Smith. Dark from you,
Hey, be quiet!
You be the loudest one.
I've been sitting up here trying to talk, man. I've been quiet today.
She said it.
Wait, which one? So we put this in up under that?
Your left eye.
So we only need that one.
Pick it up. Unless that was
I call.
That's why your boss would be formed. Here. How do you fold this?
But, yeah, no.
You fold it like this.
Oh my God.
All right.
We have
Pow! Kung Pao! Okay, so we folded this because translation is your slide. Oh. Okay, so taking a look at these two figures. Okay, you got this like backwards looking J thing going on. I don't even know which one to call it. Which one of these is my pre-image And which one is my image?
I know this.
What you got, Tay-Tay?
The one on the left
Is my,
is your image, your pre-image.
the one on my left is my pre-image.
So both y'all.
The one on my right is my image. Again, pre-image. Nothing has happened, so they don't have the little prime marks. When I have the prime marks, that means a transformation has happened, so it's now an image.
What is her?
Okay, so let's get our points for our pre-image. Where is point P right now in my pre-image?
Negative positive 3.
-2, +3. Don't forget my comma.
Don't forget the comma.
Okay.
What is her?
Okay. Where is Q?
-2.
+1. Where is R?
-3, positive 1.
-3, +1.
No.
Negative 3, positive 1.
Shut up. And the last one is -3.
I agree with retarded because you know what? Retarded people get more credit
Hey.
than smart people do.
We don't use that word in here. I don't like that word.
Hey.
I don't like that word. We don't use that word in here. Okay. Now we need to find our points of our image. Once I have slid my figure, point P is now over here as P prime. Where is P prime?
Right there.
This is my origin.
+4.
+4,
Positive 1.
+1. So 4, comma 1. Where is Q? For -1. Where is R prime?
Positive 3, -1. Positive 3, positive 3.
+3, +3.
Wow.
It hurt that bad.
Okay.
Yes, bro.
But go sit back.
So we got to figure out how this translated. So my X went from -2 to 4, -2 to 4, -3 to 3, -3 to 3. How did I move along my X? 6. +6. It shifted to the right by 6. Okay? My Y's went from 3 to 1, 1 to -1, 1 to -1, 5 to 3. Down 2. Look. Imagine that. There's your roll. X plus 3, Y minus 2.
She's killing that. You acting slow.
Shut up.
Okay. You may also see this written like this. You may also see this written like this. Okay. This still does the same thing. This is now called vector form.
I've heard of this.
That's now called vector form. Okay, it's inside what I like to call sideways V. Vector form. Okay.
Deuces. I'm dead. Bottoms
This
up, bottoms up.
It's a killing pose.
Throw your
Okay.
hands up.
So when it's in vector form, it still moves the same way like it would here with mapping form. 6, that's your X, and it's positive, so it moves it to the right. -2 is where your Y should be, and it's negative, so it moves it down. Okay? Another way you may see this.
It's hard to hear.
What? No, it's
It is not hot. It feels like.
Bro, I done had this strip. It is hot. I came here with a
No,
coat
you
on.
don't.
We don't want to see that.
I came here with a coat on. I'm sitting took my long sleeve off. Something else got to come off.
Enough.
Take this up. No,
Miss. I forgot your name.
okay, shut up. I don't care. Please go to the office.
I don't understand none of that.
Hold on.
Oh.
Catch it up.
Right.
Close your mouth.
They don't ever. Okay. Instead of stating your vector, they may draw you a vector. Okay. If they draw you a vector, it looks like this. Okay. So what happens here is X is my starting point, and you look at how it shifted. So if X is my starting point, to get to Y, I would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. And I would have to go 1, 2 down. So all three of these things are exactly the same. It's just a different way to write it. So X plus 6, Y minus 2 means I've moved to the right by 6, down by 2. If I give it to you in vector form, positive 6, negative 2, I still move to the right by 6, down by 2. If I draw you a graph with X and Y, and I can count 6 to the right and down by 2 and get to my new point, that's 6 to the right and down by 2. Okay? Each one of those means the same exact thing. I don't know how they're going to show you on your test. So I have given you every way that you can see it. Questions?
I'm gonna just put wrong vector.
Yeah, we can label that as drawn vector form.
What you gonna do?
You said call it draw scheme? Oh.
I didn't know they were supposed to do with it. Draw skins. I mean, I thought it was.
Look, I have a question.
Yes.
So say if you wanted the Y to go up and the X to go left, would they like?
So you want to go left and up. So yeah. So if I was going left and up, it would give you a picture that would look like this, where X left and up. So the way that the arrow points is how it's moving, and then you have to count how far it's moving.
Can I set my class in the bathroom, guys, please?
I would appreciate that, thanks.
Could you go back to the picture? I just want to see if you go that extra low.
I really do.
Nasty. Please stay out there for like.
No.
Hey, you farting and come here. What you doing?
No, ain't no fart come right there. No, brother.
No, stay out there. Yo, it is not busy.
All right.
It was a loud one, bro.
So, taking a look at this first example, this should be the top of page 35. Okay. I first need to know, where is point A? Where do I find point A? -5, -6. Where'd you put it?
B is at -3, -2.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh my God.
No, it's okay.
Jesus.
Where is B right now? -3, -2. And where is C? -1, -6. Okay, so they want us to translate right by 5 units. So that looks like X, and if I want to go to the right, what do? Add 5, good. And up by 3, so that's Y plus 3. Okay, if you write this in vector form, it's the V, it's +5 and +3. That tells me up and to the right. Okay, so both of these mean that I'm moving to the right by 5 and up by 3. So if I'm adding 5 to all of my X's, A prime, is it 0? -3. B prime, add 5 and add 3. 2, 1. And C prime, 4, -3.
I can't learn for keeping up. What?
Am I going too fast?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say. Do you have the graphics too?
I just need you to tell me to slow down.
Do you have the graphics?
No, I can't write that fast.
It's fine, but I just need you to tell me, look, Miss Smith, you're going a little too fast. Slow down. Take a breather. Trust me, I'm not going to be offended. Y'all have to realize I've taught this so much that sometimes I just
Breathe by. You do this.
right, because it's just like second nature.
It should be first nature if you do it so fast.
They said
I mean, to be honest though, like if she do it so fast, it'll be first nature.
all right. This second one, we need to find where is J, where is K, where is L. Where do I find point J right now? +1, +3. K.
-3, -1. I mean 2.
+3, -2. And L. 1, -2.
Why is she recording me?
I got my stuff. I'm not gonna do work. I'm saying it like.
Okay. So let's write the rule. It wants me to move left 3 and up 4.
X minus 3.
X minus 3.
Y
Y plus 4. As a vector, this looks like -3, +4. Yes. If you want to see it as a graph, that's going to look like this. It'll be pointing in this direction. Because that shows that it's going to the left and up. My arrow's going left and up. Okay, so if I start at 1, 3, and I'm going to the left by 3 and up by 4, I finish at -2, +7. If I start at 3, -2, and I move left 3 and up 4, 0, 2. And if I start at 1, -2, and I move left 3 and up 4, -2.
No, we can't hear you.
This is kind of easy.
I've been there, you did.
Can I just tell you that these were the most missed questions on that pretest y'all took for transformation?
For real?
That's what we did.
Like when y'all were doing the pretest and I'm looking at them like,
I think inflections is the hardest.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Are we for sure only having the varsity women's team? I'm trying to nail down our last pages. I don't know if we have a baseball
I
team or
can,
tennis.
yeah.
For sure. Anybody know anything about baseball or tennis or golf?
What?
Are we
If we
having a men's tennis team, a men's golf team, or a baseball team?
There's no baseball team? I was there.
Are we?
No, man.
Who's our coach? What's happening?
No.
Oh,
track is
Women's basketball.
Yeah, I was like,
baseball.
I think World is
yeah, I think World was not.
Varsity only, or do people have enough for JV too?
You.
See, but this, I can't nail down my yearbook. I don't know how many teams we're gonna have.
Did you try to
Tennis,
get
yeah.
in contact with Beverly?
I wanna play tennis. I'm headed down there now.
Well, I want to play tennis.
I've done 6 to make a team.
Tell him I'm coming down right after school to look at the
Do we have golf
uniforms.
team? 'Cause we're
Is
gonna-
it two?
is they gonna
I'm
let
down
us
there.
play?
Wait, Miss, can you go back?
Yes. Two people freshmen?
Tennis is
Huh?
fun. Okay. I don't need it.
For
Good?
tennis?
Yes.
No, Andy Casado and Frank.
I know Pablo wanted to play. and-
Does he want to play?
Yes.
Because I heard no freshman wanted to play. Are we playing?
There's a lot of freshmen
I wanna
that play.
We have to have 6, golf and 6 for tennis.
Hey, I want to play.
Do it. We have to have 6 for golf and 6 for tennis. So if you're gonna come out and play something, then play it.
That would be Miss Wood.
Oh, no. She looked mean.
All right,
You look at
you, this is the last one. You should be able to look at the pictures and give me the rule. Okay? You should be able to look at the picture and give me the rule. So the first thing before you can do that is you need to figure out which one's the pre-image, which one's the image.
The pre-image is the top.
The bottom one is your image, and this is your pre-image.
It's over 5.
And Y minus
Over 5.
So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So x plus 5. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So y minus 4. As a vector, this would look like 5 and negative 4. If they showed you this as a picture, it would go down and to the right. So it would look something like this. Questions? Huh?
You get the answer right, you can show all of them.
I told you. Oh my God.
We have to.
Go for it. Just one.
What?